Welcome to Sports Talk with L-Beasley, and I'm here to discuss now the official trade, Blockbuster trade that just went down between the Los Angeles Lakers, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Denver Nuggets, and the Orlando Magic. It is official. It was pretty much official yesterday, but it became official and, was cleared by the NBA and whatnot today. So a couple little things changed, not a lot, just some certain things changed as far as some of the trades and stuff. Like I said, little things. So I'm here to discuss it, break it down, and also address a couple comments that have been made just period after my previous two shows. So to discuss the first big thing, obviously Dwight Howard is a Laker. Dwight Howard, welcome to Los Angeles. I don't even live in Los Angeles, but welcome to Los Angeles, Dwight Howard. And on my previous episode, some people felt like I was dogging Dwight Howard as far as a playing standpoint, and that's not true. Like I said, I think he's the best center I've ever seen? No. Do I think he could be better? Yeah, of course. But I don't question his playing. I know when he puts his mind, into whatever he's doing, and he puts his mind into what he's supposed to do, he's going to be fine. He's going to be great. I have no question about that. My concern is still just, like I said, the immaturity level. Like I said, Dwight is coming to Laker town. They expect championships. It's almost the same pressure that the Heat were on when they went and got LeBron, Wade, and all these other guys. Of course, hopefully Dwight and them won't promise 8 championships and whatnot, but you get my point. So that's the whole thing with that. This is Laker town. And I'm not really questioning his playing because, like I said, I know he can play. But when it comes down to players like Kobe, Steve Nash, even Antoine Jameson, Paul Gasol, all those guys challenging you, are you going to step up? Like I said, in Orlando, you didn't have veterans saying, hey, Dwight, we need you to step up. You didn't have people who were willing to call you out when you're doing something wrong. In Laker town, you're going to have that because Kobe definitely wants, like I said, whether you like Kobe or not, he definitely wants players around him who wants it just as bad as he does and is willing to put the work in 24/7 to be great and to ultimately get that championship, just like I believe Steve Nash will. I'm not going to say Paul does because he really doesn't do it. But, at the same time, Paul, Antoine Jameson, Ron Artest, Metta World Peace, all these guys they're gonna want that. That's why I say, and like I said, I'm hearing that Kobe and these guys are excited about Dwight being there. I'm happy to hear that. I hope he's excited to be there. Like I said, I think if they can get this chemistry down and they can play, I think that this is no reason why they can't win a championship, if not multiple championships. Like I said, nobody would love to see Kobe get his 6th ring more than me. I would love to see Steve Nash get his 1st ring, Antoine Jameson, and whoever else on that team who doesn't have a ring, or see some other players get some more rings, and see even Dwight get his 1st ring. So like I said, I'm rooting for the Lakers. I am. It's just like I said, I question the immaturity, and like I said, this looks great on paper. Yes, it's like a lot of teams, it looks great on paper. But when it comes down to an 82-game season, can they execute? Can Dwight Howard be mature? Can he, like I said, we all seen it, whether it's good or bad. Sometimes what goes on in his life, personal life, or what's going on in the locker room or whatever, sometimes affects the way Dwight Howard plays. And that's my question, because like I said, you're going to go through times, if you're not stepping up, Kobe's going to call you out. Steve Nash is going to call you out. Metta's a pretty cool guy, but, he can rile you up sometimes. We can't be worried that if you guys get into a fist fight or a little tug-of-war in practice that, this season goes down the drain. So those are the little things I'm saying, just like I said with that. I just want this team to be strong as far as mentally, and that's where I'm a little concerned with Dwight. Now, he's playing, because like I said, if he puts his mind to it, he'll be fine. I have no question. Lakers should win another ring, if not more, period. Chris Duhon, that's a nice little small addition as far as backup point guard. I mean, Lakers already have Steve Blake, obviously, who still may be the backup after Steve. But Chris Duhon is still a nice, guard. He's older, but, can still shoot from time to time if Steve Blake is just getting on the Lakers' nerves or whatever the case may be. They can definitely look for that. That's not an issue. Also, I expect the Lakers to definitely now start looking definitely for that backup too for Kobe, because that's something the Lakers still lack, is a backup too. You never know. We might see somebody like a Jody Meeks all of a sudden who may be willing to take, that veteran minimum, to come play on this team. And don't forget about Kenyon Martin. Kenyon Martin is still an option for this squad. It could happen. I don't know if he would really, he could be a nice backup, I suppose, possibly. But like I said, Lakers still have a little bit work to do. And shout out to GM Mitch Kupchak for the Lakers, man. He's done a great job, last minute, not even last minute, just, this spur of the moment kind of stuff, because we had kind of just stopped with the whole Dwight Howard stuff, and he made a great trade and got rid of some players that he didn't really need and whatnot, and got some nice little, got a nice center, a great center in Dwight Howard, and, some nice role players, and I think he's going to continue to do that. So big ups to Lakers management, especially their GM. Good big ups to that. The other big trade, Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me go right back to the Lakers. My other concern with the Lakers is just is Mike Brown. It's Mike Brown. Like I said, I am curious to see if he can really handle this team. Dwight Howard and all. It's one thing to have Kobe on a squad, but to have Steve Nash, Metta World Peace, Dwight Howard, Antoine Jameson, all these different guys, different personalities. Some are leaders, some are talkers, but like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see how Mike Brown truly handles the situation. This was Phil Jackson, I wouldn't even question it. But this is Mike Brown. I like Mike Brown, but I do question if he can really handle this team. And like I said, I am interested to see what Dwight Howard is going to do. Like I said, I think him playing with Steve Nash, there's no reason this guy should not be up, technically, definitely, no doubt, the best center in the NBA. Like I said, I'm rooting for him. So all those who think I'm against Dwight, I'm not against Dwight. I'm just stating the facts. He's immature in his immaturity and, this different role and different players being around him who may challenge him, they just hurt him a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Agree or disagree, it's still cool. I'm just letting you know my views. As far as the New Jersey, I'm tripping. Philadelphia ended up getting Andrew Bynum, which was very nice. So they get Andrew Bynum. And I believe they also got Jason Richardson, I want to say. Yeah, they also got Jason Richardson. As far as the Andrew Bynum, I like him in Philly. I don't know how he feels about it yet. But I like him in Philly. Like I said, Philly is a nice young team. Nice young players like Nick Young, Thaddeus Young, Sam Young, Darrell Wright, Spencer Hayes, or Halls, I'm sorry, Drew Holiday, who I love. So Evan Turner, so they have good pieces. And I think this could be that thing that could really help push them over the edge. Not necessarily championship team, but just even better of a contender. Because, Doug Collins did a heck of a job with them last season. And I think now with them having a true big man, not an Elton Brand type big man, a real big man who has real height, real size, and necessarily not as old as Elton Brand, can definitely, do some good things. And I like to see him and Spencer Hawes, meet up a couple times. Thaddeus Young, and them guys in there in the post. So that's going to be really nice to see. I do have some concerns just because Philly is a kind of a run and gun team, and I know what Andrew Bynum injuries have sometimes hurt him. And like I said, he coming from the old man Lakers, so they don't do a lot of run and gun, and even on that team he has some injuries. So obviously the question is, with Philly being more of a run and gun team, that can hurt him a little bit. And I also like the fact that he's playing under Doug Collins. I think Doug Collins is a great coach, and I also think he's that, he's that no BS type coach. I don't think he's gonna take that type of stuff. He demands respect. He demands that you play hard and you show him respect, and not only him respect, but the rest of the team and the staff. So I think this is a good pickup for Philly. Like I said, that definitely that extra thing they need to help take them over the edge. Could be some nice more key pieces for Philly to get in the future. But I like this trade for them. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see how Bynum truly feels about it. But I like this trade. I'm looking forward to seeing Philly play this year with Andrew Bynum in there, but like I said, I think this is a good pickup. As far as Jason Richardson, he's another scorer, a shooter pretty much. I guess you could say they lack a shooter at times. So, he's that shooter for you. He's getting down there in age, up there in age. So, it's as far as that goes. So that could be an issue. But, decent guy. Like I said, decent shooter. I don't know how long he's really going to be there, but, decent pickup in that. And, so that's how I feel about the Philadelphia trade. Denver was the lone dog, I guess you could say, in this, with basically getting one player in Andre Ingoudala. But with Denver, I actually like this trade for Denver as far as this goes with Andre Ingoudala, because I would like to see Andre Ingoudala play with this squad. I guess you could say my main concern is just the fact that Denver has so many wings, I guess you could say. They have Corey Brewer, they have Wilson Chandler, they have Gallinari, they still have Jordan Hamilton, and then they actually went and got Quincy Miller in the draft from Baylor. So they have a lot of wings. So they have a lot of depth. And I guess the first question is, where are you trying to fit Iggy at? Is Iggy going to play more of a 2 position? Is he going to play a 3 position? Those are kind of the questions that I have as far as that. And then, like I said, no matter what position you put him at, is Wilson Chandler willing to come off the bench at the 2? If you put him at the 2, if you put him at the 3, is Gallinari gonna come off, come off the bench? Like I said, Corey Brewer, Quincy Miller, all those guys, they already know that's gonna be their role for a while. But when you're talking about that starting position, Wilson Chandler, he's somebody who missed the chance last year to play with them, so he may want that starting position. I don't know. And even Iggy, it's just gonna be really interesting to see how he feels about this. Like I said, he's over in London right now with Team USA for the Olympics doing his thing. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this role fits him. That's one thing about Iggy. He hasn't had he's not necessarily been a role player per se since back in Philly when Allen Iverson was there. So, he's known for being that guy, give me the ball, it's in my hands. Not to say other players didn't make plays, but that was his team. Philadelphia was his team. And now you're going to Denver, where I'm not saying it can't be your team, but this is a different team. It could be for the better if they figure everything out and Iggy is happy there. But if he's not, it could cause a problem. Like I said, I think if they figure it out and he's happy there, I'm looking forward to watching it. I was looking forward to watching Denver anyway. But, I mean, this could be a really nice spot. I mean, you're looking at a starting lineup of Ty Lawson at the point, Iggy or Wilson Chandler at the 2, or Iggy and or Gallinari at the 3, possibly Kenneth Faried at the 4, and then JaVale McGee at the 5, and then even, like I said, you got a nice little deep bench. So, I mean, that it's going to be a team to look at. I said they're always a team to look at, but even more, like I said, if Andre Ingoudala is happy about moving there and they can figure out how to make everybody happy or everybody's willing to play their role, this could be definitely a team to watch. I said not necessarily a championship contender yet as far as that, but just another team who can cause that issue again even more than they did last season. And finally, it's the Orlando Magic, who everybody is just dogging, basically. Pretty much everybody feels like they got nothing for Dwight Howard, and a part of me definitely agrees. There were some trades in the past that I felt like they were better off taking. I didn't necessarily want to see them taken because maybe I didn't want to see Dwight Howard go there, or I didn't feel, I didn't want to see somebody else leave another team. But, I mean, they got Aaron Affalo, Al Harrington, Moe Harkless, which is a nice rookie, Nikola Vucevic, I believe, or Vucevic, Josh McRoberts from the Lakers, and Christian Enyanga, I believe his name is, Christian Enyanga, I believe that's how he writes his name. So, I mean, they got, the only thing, I mean, I was already basically putting Orlando in rebuilding mode anyway. New coach, new GM, pretty much just, whole new system. I was already kind of expecting them to kind of have to rebuild this squad. The only thing I kind of dislike about this whole thing is the fact that Al Harrington and Aaron Affalo don't necessarily have the best contracts. And that could become a problem a little bit, I guess you can say, in the future as far as that goes. With the whole thing with that, they don't have the best contracts, and Orlando's looking to build. You're gonna need money. You have a good market in Orlando, but you're gonna need money to go get other players. So like I said, I mean, I'm not too surprised. I do feel like they kind of got nothing for Dwight, but at this point, I mean, it was only so many things they were probably gonna do, short of just waiting until the season was over, then you lose them for nothing anyway. So, I mean, like I said, I definitely don't like what they necessarily did, but at this point, I was already expecting Orlando to be in a rebuilding mode. Pretty much after they turned away New Jersey, I was kind of like, it's probably going to be a rebuilding thing. So, that's where my thoughts are on that, pretty much as that goes. Like I said, definitely rooting for the Lakers. Like I said, I would love to see Kobe get his 6th ring, Nash, Jameson, Dwight get their first rings, and the rest of that team just be successful. Like I said, big ups to the Laker management. They're definitely their GM, who did a great job with this trade. Like I said, I give Lakers an A, if not an A+ on this. I mean, y'all did well. I think this could be it. I just questioned Dwight Howard a little bit, and I think I'm doing it rightfully so, but you already know the deal. If you don't agree with me, let me know. Make comments, tweet me, message me on Facebook, all that jazz. Let me know what you think. Don't hesitate. Like I said, even if it's not just about Dwight Howard, if it's about Andrew Bynum, Andre Iguodala, any of these trades that I discussed, definitely let me know. If you want to be a guest on my show to discuss this or another topic, let me know. Do not forget, Sports Talk with L-Beasley has gone Skype, guys. So there are no more excuses. You don't live in Michigan. There's no way to get on my show. All you got to do is let me know if you want to be a guest, what topic you want to discuss, and you can be a guest. If you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. I'll switch it to audio, and we'll have an audio show, and you can still talk junk, and, we can debate all you want. So definitely let me know. If you want to be a guest on my show, don't hesitate. Go, all my fans, friends, followers, anybody, go check out moneyballsportswear.com, and I have to admit, this shirt comes in handy for Moneyball because this is why I'm married to the game, because of things like this. I'm married to the game because of things like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm married to the game because of things like this. I love what's been going down. This is what it's all about. I love it. So go check out moneyballsportswear.com. You see the shirt, go get some shirts like that or some other cool gear. Go check it out. Thank you for tuning in this segment of Sports Talk with L-Beasley. I'll see you guys soon.